All right, good afternoon and welcome to the Buzz. My name is Rose Blossom. It's good to be here again, and this time we'll still talk about the state and affairs of the nation. It's unfortunate we couldn't have Chris Silumi today to join us because he had one or two, kind of emergency he had to sort out. And of course, what we have, Mazi Chinidu Obiora is a retired banker and a chartered administrator. Also, I must add, is a candidate. So welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Last week was unfortunate we could not have the program.
Yeah, I was almost here.
Yeah, you said so.
Yeah. This is coming from where I am.
Yeah, I know. It's something else. Thank you so much.
The daily increase and rising
price
has not been easy. The sacrifice and our passion, otherwise,
it will be something.
Just coming from the sister or your brother station this morning, where I go every
Tuesday morning.
So, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so I saw your training video, which is why I want to treat that video first. It's about a passerby that was rescued. I rescued a man who attempted to commit suicide on Lagos Road. So let's quickly watch that video and quite understand what happened. I think it's a whole lot. After that video, I saw some other video of an old man that was on Tom Milan Bridge, I think, yes. He was trying to commit suicide, and people were really stopping him, trying to tell him not to jump into the river. But while they were having conversations with him, they were close to him. So in my mind, I was like, why didn't they quickly grab him out? But I felt that most of them felt he was not going to jump, but eventually he did. But it was so spontaneous. I don't know if he survived or not. It was spontaneous then. We saw the rescue team were already coming. I think those people were stalling so that in case even if he jumps, they will pick him up. So the video ended just when he jumped into the river. But this one is quite different. So let's quickly watch this video. We'll be right back. Back here. Eventually, we were able to rescue him, but it was really a struggle. You could see the man does not even want to be rescued. But the question I have to this is that of recent, for anybody that does this, they believe your lives belong to the federal government. They tend to imprison them. But my first question is, why is it that is the remedy they feel they should take because someone is trying to commit suicide?
Yeah, let me go back to your question. The first question said that life belongs to the federal government. That does not belong to the federal government. Life belongs to God. And the next question I asked that remedy, that's no. But that will tell you how bad the situation is. That will tell you how Nigerians are passing through pains, excruciating pains, difficulties, and hunger. The first one you mentioned, the elderly man who actually jumped. What is it? It wasn't training. It wasn't carried by any news media. I watched them out. It's like they were begging him. He was also begging them to not to disturb him.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I saw him inside the Lagos Bridge, and at the same time, I saw some rescue. I didn't see him being rescued. What the issue is this: things are bad. For having done that, attempted to have done that, or to be doing that, there are other people who are contemplating also to commit suicide if they caught it. But my plea is this: that's not the best answer.
Yeah.
That is not the solution. Not actually, our leaders are not doing the right thing. We know actually that some of our leaders are heartless. We also know that they are not even bothered. That does not call for you to take your life. Life belongs to God. So you don't have any right to take of your life. And then you said government. Why should government wait until one takes his life before you come in? Why can't you remedy it? I have a saying. Said that money you used to bury died of why not use it to feed? Must you wait until he is dead before you begin to rescue him? That is why I begin to quarrel with people, including me, who spend a lot of money doing it. And this is a person, when he was alive,
You didn't spend that
he didn't
money.
keep my wife that died some a year now. I can't remember buy one cow for the family to eat.
To celebrate.
But
you
I
did.
did buy that thing. You know when she died. And the people were complaining, they didn't eat anything. And I was asking myself, actually, did you come to eat? Or you are more with me? So the federal government has a lot to do by trying to see a way. People are suffering. People are dying. Restriction all over. So you don't know who again. If I open my phone, like, you know the rate of people asking me, praising me on television, they give us something. Last week, when I celebrated my birthday, I gave something to do those. And honestly, my phone was not everywhere. Not that I have it, only that I know what it is not to have. So I think federal government, if you have ears, please listen to your people. The primary objective, primary aim of being in the government is for the welfare of the people. Not there, security is not there, health is not there, accommodation is not there. So I don't know why we have found ourselves in this manner. It wasn't how we met it 50s, 70s. It wasn't like that. So, but now, our great grandchildren, is it what you are seeing? This is not the Nigeria we met, and I'm feeling that this is not the Nigeria we want to leave behind. Because very soon we will leave. The country is bleeding. They can't call on the federal government yesterday. Do something now, but it's too late. It's already late. But it has even gone to the extreme worse. So, but then our leaders, do they hear? Do they have ears? They have. But their ears are blocked. And let me stop there.
Okay. Anyways, while you're talking about this, and I realized, okay, let me shift up the topics. Now, this one is about federal government, because actually began to sell the subsidized rice sale. That's what they say they are selling to civil servants, but now they actually say they can sell to non-civil servants. I'm just going to read the story so we'll be able to understand. The subsidized rice to the general public has actually began on Monday, and of course, it was an official statement from the Federal Republic. Okay, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security had said this. It said it on Sunday, but by Monday they've already started making sales. It said this as a notice and a confirmed commencement of the exercise. The ministry said the move is part of the goal to mitigate the soaring price of the staple, which has increased to as high as 90,000 naira per 50 kg bag in some states. The sales of subsidized rice to the general public follows the distribution of the subsidized commodity to civil and public servants in recent weeks. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, while addressing the nation during the rice distribution in August, acknowledged the global and domestic factors causing the country's food crisis, further assuring that sales to the general public begin on Monday, which it did, and emphasizing that the government was committed to ensuring that everyone benefits from this initiative. And there's one thing. There's a video I played last week. It was on Thursday, when someone came out. I was saying, when we talk about protest, the next thing the federal government brings out is rice. We talk about hunger, they bring out rice. We talk about anything you try to complain to the federal government, the next thing is palliative, which is rice. So now they've said, which is a good thing, but I just want to ask, why is it that probably Nigerians tend to forget? Because if you look as far back as Jonathan, we had a bag of rice for 7,000, 8,000, depending. But now, it's more like as though there is a favor they're doing us by reducing the price of rice to 40,000 naira so that people can buy. And in fact, from this statement, we don't even know where we can get this bag of rice and how people can actually access it. But from your own angle, what's your reaction to this bags of rice?
Thank you once again. I think family go scriptural now. When the children of Israel refused to accept the nomination of God's plan to give them a king, some went to God and said they rejected me. God said, no, they didn't reject you, they rejected me. Leave them. When they give us a king that will be like other nations. I think You don't sow corn and reap anything different. If you sow corn, you must reap corn. Mention Jonathan era. Mention also do mention Yar'Adua and Obasanjo. Those were the good days we had. The question I will ask you and those our viewers now: where are the areas they are selling this price? Where are the areas? Now, another question I will ask is: 3 years back, there was a rice pyramid in Abuja. Where are the rice? I remember in 1983, 84, I was in a place called Dachi, where those girls were kidnapped. And from Dachi to Keshua, Bamari, and they were producing brown beans, rice, and groundnut. Those rice are talking. What about KB rice? Assuming if we are honest, the rice pyramid Buhari administration said they now unveil to the public, we won't be in this mess. If the KB rice they told us that it started coming to the market, we won't be in this mess. And now they are now telling us that they are no longer selling to the civil servants, they are now selling to the public, not civil servants. Then how many civil servants can come out and say, oh, truth, I bought a bag of rice. Now they are now selling it. I covered some area during the lockdown and during the COVID-19 where they were showing palliative, all these things. Honestly, my eyes saw wonders. And they were calling, they had registered. And they were calling names from the registered, those who were coming, even the landlord association, like, the rights given to them or the palliative given to them for the tenants, they were sharing among the landlord association. Now, let us see this rights. They are selling to non-civil servant. I'm not a civil servant. You are not in the private sector. Where can we be directed to buy
the rice?
Here, some months ago, we talked about we don't want these palliatives. Fix those things, reduce the cost of fuel. Honestly, if the cost of fuel drops down from whatever it is now to at least 500 naira a liter, the cost will come down.
Will definitely come down.
So I don't know. I've not seen it. I don't know. As I was coming along, I think is it Obakra and whatever they do there. People gathered. They were sharing rice. And not that this was rice because they've been there every day. Every day, almost every day, an individual. And I'm sure that's not a politician giving it. So government saying they are now giving it to non ordinarily. I know Ghana television is the national television. They're supposed to have brought some bags here for members of the staff. And I think if I had come here, I mean, you would have given one bag. Of course. So, because I'm married, right? So, you would have recognized my position in the society here, and the same as please tell you one bag, even 2 bags.
Thank you for coming. You're already bargaining.
But now, you don't see it. You don't see anything. And the judge, yes, I was trying to get the name. I don't need judge. If you go to the judge now, you will see some people, mainly women, gathered, begging for. Some people are inside the compound throwing bags. Right. So you see, you don't govern or rule or administer a state with propaganda and lies, and that is what kept us here. Until we wake up one day and said, enough of this propaganda, enough of lies, we will not get anywhere. The time is good, and the time to salvage this country is now. Until one day, Pharaoh that does not know Joseph might come. Because Nigerians are bleeding from nose everywhere. And unfortunately, I don't know. Please, according to the grace of it, look at what is happening in the state. If ordinarily we masses that are supposed to go and vote, we vote actually. We vote a bit. So what is happening in this analysis? So let me stop here. So the rice issue, our viewers, if you know where the rice are being sold for
40,000.
40,000. Please send the address here. I will announce it and people go.
Yeah, so that people can actually go and buy, because I think let's be fair, yes, although I'm not really so, I'm not so overwhelmed by the price, but at least it's a huge
I'm not even moved that they say. It's one thing they say in the morning, in the afternoon another thing, in the evening another thing. So what about the one they said was this 40 trailers of rice, 20 trailers given to states? I was in Abia State for 3 weeks. I didn't see it. Don't forget that it could have been, cornered by the politicians. Is it how we survive? Is it what we want? People are crying. Look at today, between yesterday and now, the fuel pump price have increased. In Abia State, I make reference to that my state because I have about 3 radio stations that whatever. So presently, Abia State, the pump price fuel is sold for 1,250 naira as at yesterday. But today is 1,000 for 1,005. Go and buy. So who knows the next price tomorrow? And
anyways, they said they started the CNG conversion, and by the end of the year, they should be able to reach all 36 states. And they want to make it a yearly thing that they make this.
I don't know why the Dangote Palava is here among what they're going to discuss. We thought Dangote start producing it. Like this week.
It's quite different.
Like what I discussed on that platform. On Sunday, we heard that federal government said they bought 898. The Dangote quickly refuted it. But the question you and I should ask is that Dangote, you said it's not true. What is your price? How much do you sell to NFPC? How much? Tell us.
Anyways,
they used to tell us. So now the same people.
Hopefully things are just going to get better in Nigeria. My own cry out is just for Nigerians, because the hunger is really real. We go into the street, you see a lot of people are hungry, and like they said, a hungry man is an angry man. So it's something that the federal government, most of us always say, now it's just a cry for help. It could get to a point, it might be something else, and maybe the government might not be able to handle. So right now, why Nigerians are still on a very low, still ready to listen before we pray nobody goes rogue, actually, so that we can actually remedy whatever situation we have on ground.
There's a limit. You praise a child not to cry. That's a limit. But when a child is crying, pointing at a particular direction, why not go and look to that place? It's possible that something is like. And you said the time to rescue this country is now. And for our leaders to be upright. I listened to Kano Agadi, the former General of the Federation. He said the problem is you and I. If you, who is anchoring this program, say that you must be here by 9 a.m. and other workers, you said you might be here by 9 a.m. and you will be here exactly at 9 a.m. The rest will follow suit. But when you said that at 9 a.m., you were talking about leadership. When you said 9 a.m. and you'll be here, you will not nobody will see you until 10. So they will say it's usual thing. If our leaders say leadership calls for, leader is service, leadership service, and you must lead by example. If our leaders said, look, the country is bleeding. The masses are crying. I will go to the office with my personal car. I will not I will not buy anything. It starts like that. If I pray and say, no, I have my private jet. I have my private cars. I will be using it for the time being. Who is the minister that will say I want to buy? So leadership is by example. You have to show example. But definitely, these people now are definitely our best. The answer is no. If a bag of rice costs up to 200,000, they will buy it. So you are suffering. But then, like you said now, there's a time of people who market.